Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have Bulbasaur in Generation 1. Now, Bulbasaur is going to be an interesting run, and this is because he gets Sleep Powder at the ripe old age of 41. Yeah, I know, right? Like, when you do runs like Bellsprout and Oddish, like, they get their Sleep Powder way earlier than this. So it definitely makes this grass run really different from a lot of other grass runs. But since I played a bunch of the Nuzlocks with the grass Pokemon run, yeah, I think there's just the grass one. I didn't do poison. The interesting thing to note here is that you can actually beat the early game of Bulbasaur pretty easily. In fact, you don't even need Vine Whip in order to beat Brock, which is surprising. Now, here's the thing. If I were like Gym Leader Matt and I would allow Blackout training at the Light Years Junior Trainer, I would do it. I would absolutely do it. But since I see any form of losing as a game over, I am not going to be doing that. So we're probably going to have a little bit more of a grind here in the early game. But don't worry. An interesting and quite frankly stupid combo is Leech Seed into Growl into Tackle. Shockingly, this is a very effective strategy at knocking Pokemon out very slowly. And it really does work. It's not highly recommended, but it does work. Now, of course, when I did the grass Pokemon run, I was able to evolve Bulbasaur into Ivysaur. So some of the battles that I have a lot of experience with are not entirely accurate. Like, for instance, I would battle Misty very early, and I would battle Rival 2 relatively consistently. But I imagine with the lower stats of Bulbasaur, that is probably not going to be as easy as it was on those runs. And trust me, it was not easy. Like, I got knocked out by Pidgeotto using Sand Attack many times. And sometimes one of the best strategies actually Gym Leader Matt figured out too was to use Leech Seed on Abra and then just completely use Growl in order to get all of your HP back. I thought I was really proud when I figured out that strategy, but in hindsight, it probably was a pretty obvious strategy to figure out. But anyways, I think we are probably ready to get started. If anyone wants to post a nickname, by all means, we will go ahead and use that. Let me swap over. Set that. Same ROM as Squirtle, if you guys didn't notice. Oops. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and do a minor intro for the vertical stream. Hello, everybody on the vertical stream. We have just now started. If you want to see a stat and moveset comparison, make sure to head over to the horizontal stream and take a look at that. For now, we're going to actually go ahead and get started with the run. This run is Bulbasaur in Generation 1. All right, and we are ready to go. We don't start our timer until after we've picked up the Pokemon. It is not the best rule, but it is a rule I established a very long time ago. It allows me to also nickname the Pokemon and have the nickname time not count against the Pokemon as well. But if I were to start over, I would just start when I click start. But it is what it is. All right, and since nobody in chat gave me a nickname, I'm just going to go ahead and go with one of the nicknames I was thinking of when I first thought about this run. You know, Bulbasaur's our little buddy. Not really sure. Oh, crap. This battle is going to be rough. Oh, boy, is this going to be rough. I can tell you right now, generally, when you start with getting hit by 2 Growls at the very beginning, you usually lose this. This battle is extremely losable unless the opponent decides to use a million Growls, which he did. I would have absolutely 100% started the run over if I had lost that battle. All right, so we need to get to level 7 before we get to the first Weedle trainer, and that's usually not that difficult because all you really need are 2 wild encounters. And like, if you can manage to get through this Route 1 without getting 2 wild encounters, you might be one of the luckiest people alive. Which, quite frankly, all I need to do is get through the grass now, which is still pretty insane if I do. Yeah, I didn't think so. You have absolutely 0 chance against Rival 1A, so don't even want to consider that. Now, generally, I heal here just because usually I've battled quite a few more wild Pokemon than I already have done this run. But it is not easy to get through the next route with a Bulbasaur. You would think it would be, but unfortunately it is not. No reason to pick up the antidote this run because we are actually part poison type, and you'd be shocked, but the poison typing is actually a pretty decent matchup against poison types. I know, crazy. Can't be poisoned. A pretty good after effect. All right. And yes, I do, in fact, want to battle both of these guys. It's going to be very necessary. The battles are quite slow. There's not really much I can do about it. Thanks to Leech Seed, though, like, I don't take very much damage. By the time I get to level 9 Weedle guy, I'm perfectly fine. Not as bad. But the battles are annoyingly slow. And unfortunately, I think they're quite mandatory. And if you're not doing the Light Years Junior Trainer grinding like me, then I would definitely say that you kind of need this experience badly. Like, you can probably get away with the Light Years Junior Trainer grinding without battling any of these guys, just trying to force your luck at level 9 Weedle guy and then just battle the Diglett over and over again. I'm pretty sure you might be able to win. Although, to be fair, Diglett is pretty offensive. Diglett is not a gimme matchup. And believe it or not, we're actually going to be skipping the Light Years Junior Trainer altogether this run. I know you're probably thinking, but that means you're not going to have Vine Whip for Brock. Yes, this is not a big deal. Brock is a pushover whether you have Vine Whip or not. The difference is it takes a lot longer to do the Brock battle, but grinding to level 13 also takes a bit of time as well. They're probably pretty equivalent in difficulty. The key here was getting essentially the Geodude down to the point where its tackles do either equivalent damage or slightly less than the Leech Seed heal back. But again, it's not a big deal. And as you can see, this battle is taking a while, but it's like I get to attack twice a turn, so it's not nearly as bad as one would think. All right, and in this battle, Leech Seed, Growl, just get the Onix down to the proper minus like 4 or 5 attack. Basically, Onix can't do anything to you, even with Bide, because at this point, Leech Seed is pretty much going to be doing more damage than it could possibly consider doing back. And plus, I'm also getting HP back. And unlike moves that heal you, or sorry, not moves, like well, yeah, moves that heal you, like Recover, Leech Seed is not really affected by Bide. In fact, I think it might be opposite affected, like Leech Life, where it takes it away from the damage you're doing, and therefore actually is like doing less damage. All right, and again, we're not really going to be diverting strategy. These Pokemon are slightly more difficult, even if they are, you know, Caterpies and Weedles. We're still going to be going with the tried and true Leech Seed strategy here. The next trainer is actually quite difficult. I may even want to consider using a potion. But I think I just not, because this is not a Nuzlocke, I'm just going to go ahead and save in front of them, and that'll be good enough. Whereas in the Nuzlocke, I use the potion because the margins are razor thin. So I just start with the growl here. Try and get the Rattata as low as humanly possible damage-wise. As you can see, the quick attack really there. I mean, the quick attack murders you. And as you can see, we died. That is why you need to save. That is why the potion matters. Now, I'm going to play it slightly differently this time. I'm actually going to go ahead and Vine Whip Rattata because I just now realized that that strategy that I just showed you there with the growl tackle was wrong. That is not my final strategy when I ended up playing the grass Nuzlocke literally like 100 times at the beginning of the run. The Vine Whip is what I eventually used. All right, and as I mentioned previously, Leech Seed here is mostly just to try and like get double damage each turn, because once it starts getting its hardens up, there's not really much you can do to stop it. Now, normally after this battle, I then have an Ivysaur, but because this is a Bulbasaur solo run, I am not going to have an Ivysaur. So from here on out, the things that I normally know are generally with an Ivysaur, and therefore not going to be completely relevant in this run. So I may be overconfident in some of these battles that I really shouldn't be. And as you can see, I kind of kept 3 tackles, and I think that was because I wanted to use one of the tackles to damage the Spearow or Pidgey that we're about to catch. I just realized it was Vine Whip. I was supposed to use Vine Whip and then Spearow, Pidgey because they're both flying type. Right, this cave is real annoying. Like, I can't really knock out the Zubat. I can easily knock out these Geodude. And quite frankly, I plan on knocking out every Geodude I can find. But as you can see, like, these battles are not going to be easy. I'm going to pick up the extra potion here to our left. We're going to do our best not to take as much damage as humanly possible, but we need to gain some XP here in the cave. If I recall, I would love to be able to get somewhere in the realm of level 23. I think on the regular run, it with Ivysaur, it was like 20, but seeing as this is not Ivysaur, 23 is probably a lot safer. Although, to be fair, I don't really think I'm going to be doing much differently, so I'm probably still going to get there around level 20. On the bright side, I am seeing a lot more Geodudes than I normally see. Never, ever fight any Zubat. You're about to see why on the Rocket Trainer. I don't know if you guys have ever seen an Oddish run or even a Vileplume run, but or just really any grass poison type. It doesn't even have to be any one particular run. Any grass poison type has a really, really hard Zubat matchup with this Rocket that's about to come up. Like, believe it or not, this Rocket run is one of the more difficult battles of the entire run. I think in the Nuzlocke, because it was still a difficult battle even with Ivysaur, the strategy I came up with was to actually hit it with one growl, and if you hit yourself, you just lose. If you get hit by Supersonic and you hit yourself, you just lose. And there was, unfortunately, wasn't a better... Oh, and see, if we get hit by a Tail Whip, it's basically GG. Like, there's just no coming back from getting hit by Tail Whip. So I just used 2 tackles there to try and like make things slightly better. But as you can see, like, hitting ourselves was just not going to happen. All right, I would much rather take a tackle and quick attack than get hit by yeah, because this is not an Ivysaur, I think it might be slightly better to use 2 growls just because it decreases the damage output of the Zubat here. And like I said, if you can not get hit by like if you don't hit yourself, you're gonna be perfectly fine. But hitting yourself is basically just a death sentence. Hey, not getting hit by what's it called? Screech is pretty good. Even though coughing is an absolutely horrifically bad Pokemon, that Voltorb sometimes can set up multiple screeches on you. When you get hit by that many screeches, bad things tend to happen. All right, we got Paris, so I think we'll be fine there. As I mentioned, it looks like we're gonna be level 20, and there's not really much I can do about that. I will go ahead and battle this trainer, use some Vine Whips. The Goldeen trainer I'll save in front of because, believe it or not, just like the Paris run, if you get hit by Supersonic, hit yourself like 2 times, and then that Goldeen hits you with Peck, you are just, there's just nothing you can do to stop them. But if you don't get hit by Peck or well, you can probably get hit by Peck a few times because this is not 2 times effective. Like, the Peck is not double effective like it was for Paris. But as you can see, we got hit by a crit there. Could have been a lot closer than it should have been. I'm going to go ahead and see if Misty is nearly as hard. Gym Leader Matt kind of used a mixture of growls and Vine Whip. I think from my testing, it was just straight up. And this was just from the Grass Nuzlocke, as I mentioned. It was just straight up use Vine Whip on the there, go with 1 growl, and just pray you don't get tackle crits. Like if Starmie gets tackle crits, you're just done. And Axe attack is actually good. And as you can see, it went slightly better, but again, like, I'm not gonna blame Gym Leader Matt. He didn't like do 100 Grass Nuzlocks like I did. That's a little bit of an exaggeration. It was more like 30 Grass Nuzlocks or maybe 40, but like, yeah, I mean, like, I tested that with Ivysaur like so many times. Like, I tested growls, I tested tackles, I tested leech life, and in the end, it never really mattered. Oh crap! I think this was one of the scariest matchups. If you got hit by a sand attack, you were just kind of doomed. If you got hit by more than 1 sand attack, it was over. And as you can see, we got hit by 3 sand attack. 1 sand attack was doable though. If you could get by the Pidgeotto with 1 sand attack, it was certainly possible. There was no amount of use growls or leech lives or vine whips. It was just straight tackle, and you just prayed. And we got hit by 1 sand attack, as you saw. Just get by Pidgeotto as fast as humanly possible. Even Gym Leader Matt kind of figured out in his video. In his first run, he went by this at a low level like I am right now. And then he added too much training, which got him level 27, which got him Razor Leaf. And found out that the time it takes to train was just too long. And then he kind of figured out a happy medium at like 25, 24. So maybe we might have to add more training. Quite frankly, it's starting to look like Ivysaur gave me a false impression that I would have better damage ranges than this. Like, it doesn't even look like any amount of HP that I get back from Abra is really going to put me in a good place. With 50% accuracy, not really sure there's much I can do. But I'll do my best. Charmander's the real wild card. Usually getting past this Rattata is not as big of a problem. They even spotted me some tail whips. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, not much you can do. The Charmander tried. It gave me like 5 attacks. It wasn't like Ember. So I mean, we did something. Clearly, if I were like, I don't know, 3 levels higher, I think this Pidgeotto would go from a 5-shot to like a 4-shot, just decreasing the chance of sand attack. So, you know, we'll learn. We'll learn how to find a happy medium on the second run. But yeah, this is just kind of what happens when you play with Ivysaur in mind, and it's clearly not an Ivysaur. Okay, these sand attacks are really killing me. I can't even like start with a growl either, because it's just like, well, that's an extra turn that sand attack can hit me. I don't know why, but like 63% accuracy, I just missed like 3 tackles in a row. I don't know how you can improve. Oh, Dominic. Out of curiosity, how old is this Game Boy? Oh, you did say Game Boy Color. My bad. Oh, I missed. I just tried to use so many growls. Was it? I remember I used to have this old Game Boy where it didn't have like it had a slider on the side of the Game Boy, and it would actually control the black and white of the game. It was really hard to play, like everywhere. Like you couldn't really see it very well unless you were playing in the daytime. I know the Vine Whip is weak here, but he did hit me with Growl. No Ember. Nice. Yeah, I think the Game Boy Color with the black, or well, the Game Boy with the black and white slider is not a Game Boy Color. I think it was just called a Game Boy. Okay, my game is getting real laggy here for some reason. That was weird. Would I consider backporting Mimikyu? I have already done Mimikyu. It's already on the channel. In fact, not only have I done Mimikyu, I think I did it in both Generation 1 and 2. So just check out the playlist. I could be wrong, but I know I've done it in one of the games. I'm not entirely certain if I did it in both. Dominic, it is actually possible to backport anything. The reason why it's easy to backport anything is just because all you do is add a new Pokemon to the game. You get to control the stats, you get to control the moveset, you get to control anything you want. So the hardest part about the backporting is the sprite, because you know most of the Pokemon are not made with Generation 1 sprites in mind. Like a lot of people have made the sprites for you if you play Generation 3, but in Generation 1 generally you have to make them all yourself, which is why Speed loves to bring up any chance he gets that whenever he creates a sprite to bring it up. But yeah, you can backport anything. I mean, even Pokemon that were not possible to play. Like, I think it was it called Eternamax? Eternatus? I think that was called what it was called. One of those Pokemon that like people are like, oh man, it's the best Pokemon in the entire game, but you can't actually play it. Oh. I saved in front of this guy, right? I did, because I knew how hard he was. Yeah, so as you guys can see, if I were just a slightly higher level, that would make the battle with Rival 2 slightly more consistent. It would make it so I would unlock Razor Leaf somewhere at the midpoint of this gauntlet, and that would certainly speed things up. As it currently sits, things are a little bit more challenging than I expected. The stat difference between Bulbasaur and Ivysaur is quite a lot more than I anticipated. This person's not hard. They're just kind of annoying if you get hit by some like status moves. Oh, well, I guess we are playing a poison type, so I guess it's not really like I can get poisoned, so I guess it's not really that big of a deal if I get hit by status moves. But that person has scarred me from all the status moves that I've taken in the past with bad Pokemon. Have I ever backported Missing No? I've never even played Missing No. I've never even performed the glitch to get Missing No. I've only really heard of it. I've never really done anything about it. I don't even remember how you get Missing No to show up. I think it had something to do with doing something and then swimming one tile to the right of Cinnabar. Something like that. Missing No is not really my thing. I don't really consider it much of a Pokemon. I just really kind of think it's like just leftover data. Okay, now the innocent bystander here. A lot more difficult than you would think. Yes, it does have confusion, and you would think, oh, that alone is scary enough, but it's actually hypnosis that is the scary move on the team. If you get hit by hypnosis, you're pretty much done for. Or confusion crit, as you can just see there. Now you guys are seeing the real pain of the grass Nuzlocke. Yeah, I did have Ivysaur for the grass Nuzlocke, but like you're seeing like every single battle is losable. Not all of them are particularly hard per se, but when all of the battles are like, you know, medium difficulty, then it becomes a real challenge. Okay, I really want to get to 27. So in order to get to 27, one of these trainers has got Squirtle, I think. Okay. Pikachu and Rattata. Oh god, I'm out of healing items. Oh, that's not smart. This trainer to the left of me has got Squirtle then. Still wasn't enough. Okay. Pull out a one wild Pokemon then. Alright, there's basically nothing Bellsprout can do. Get level 27. Okay. And even though Razor Leaf is resisted, it makes this girl so much more consistent not having to use Tackle. As you can see, we definitely needed to add more training. We desperately would have wanted to be level 27 way before this. Yeah, that's not my wheelhouse, Dominic. Speed is the Legend of Zelda guy. I've actually never completed one of the games from beginning to end. I've watched plenty of people complete the game. Although generally I like watching people play randomizers of the Legend of Zelda. I've actually never completed the game myself, nor have I watched somebody complete the game correctly. I've never once seen someone play the Legend of Zelda correctly. I've only ever seen randomizers. I think it's actually quite comical that I've done that. Alright, I don't think rest is necessary, but the max potion is always necessary. Okay, we finally get to upgrade away from Tackle. I don't even want to see Tackle's face ever again. Alright, I'm going to save here because of the possible burn. I want to keep my... I want to badly keep my full restore. I do not want to get paralyzed in Mount Moon. If I get paralyzed in Mount Moon, I might as well be done. And I am not going to one-shot or poke the the Bulbasaur Oddish Trainer's Pokemon. So I absolutely need to make sure to keep this max. Or the... Oops. Oh, no, I used the right move. Because maybe I didn't particularly need to use Razor Leaf. It was resisted. Body Slam would have been a better choice. No burn. That's all I cared about. I don't think that Surge can beat me, so I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to my my healing items. But we'll see. One super potion, one max potion, one full restore is not a lot for the later portions of the game. All right, let's see how this goes. The Surge battle, I'm not particularly considering it going to be hard. However, there is always the chance that you get hit by Sonic Booms from this Voltorb, that you get hit by like a critical hit off of Raichu. I got my very own critical hit there on the Raichu, so that's nice. Razor Leaf has got like apparently like a 60% chance to crit or something. Not the best. Certainly not the worst. Well, actually, it might be one of the worst. I don't think it gets much worse, except for maybe Machop. Actually, no, I think Machop might also be faster than Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's not very fast at all. Ooh, not a one-shot. That is unfortunate. 2 missed stun spores. That is not going to be repeatable in run 2. I guess we're just at the mercy of the Rappin' Last next turn. Our next battle. Next run. I will probably add hikers like that one and the hikers in this Mount Moon on the second run. I think plenty of you guys have heard me say this before, but any free training on bad Pokemon is training you want to do. And any trainer that has moves that are, or has Pokemon that are weak to moves like Razor Leaf and Vine Whip are good training. Even if they are like all Geodudes for the most part. Alright, I have the full restore, so I'm not really worried about losing this battle. I'm more or less worried about getting paralyzed. Well, that means we're gonna have less money. So be it. Quite frankly, the last 2 battles, if it weren't for the last trainer with the Pidgey with Sand Attack, I would even consider... oops, that was not on purpose. I would actually consider like battling the Exploding Hiker while paralyzed. I would definitely battle and just make it out to the rest of the gym. But the problem is getting past that the trainer with the Pidgey, the Oddish, and the Meowth is a lot more difficult than one would imagine. I've gotten like I've used bad Pokemon on her before, like Eevee or whatever, and if you get hit by a Sand Attack, things can really start derailing quickly. So I just go with the full restore. Oops, wrong move. And I got paralyzed, of course. Right. It's being paralyzed going into Pidgey. As you can see, We just got hit by a sand attack, so that could have gotten real bad real fast. Okay. Okay, so I know there is the Poliwhirl guy. I know which trainer's which now. So this guy is the one with the Poliwhirl and the Poliwags. And the other trainer is the one you want to battle if you have Dig. Again, not the greatest XP, but you kind of have to figure out what kind of Pokemon you have and figure out what training is available for this kind of Pokemon. And Rock Tunnel was one of those places where you kind of want to add the training, even if it's not good, just because it's a lot of one shots, and that's kind of what you're going for right now. It's really unfortunate though that you can't go in Sylph right now. I'd very much love to be able to get myself Swords Dance this early. Crap. For anybody that doesn't know, these first form Pokemon, they're so slow that I typically like to grab this HP up. It is quite a bit more time, but it allows me to buy another vitamin for the most part, because between that HP up and this nugget, that's one whole vitamin. All right, super potion, max potion, 24 nugget, HP up. I do not think this is enough money to accomplish what I wanted to do, especially since now I also have to buy 2 Pokedolls. So I guess we're not going to be able to get a 5th vitamin, but we can get 4. And I believe we wanted Carbos because we want to be able to outspeed the likes of Alakazams and whatnot. Although maybe I should not have considered 4. I mean, you guys know what I say about 4. Whenever you buy 4, that means the one in the Pokemon Mansion is dead to you. If you buy 4 Calcium, then that Calcium in the Pokemon Mansion is dead to you. It's even more so when you're talking about a Pokemon that needs more training like this, where you're probably going to be getting more stat XP a lot faster because you have to do more training, and therefore you might even find out, like, I don't know, let's see, what's the second to last Carbos? The second to last Carbos might be the one in the Safari Zone, I think. Yeah, the one in the Safari Zone is probably still fine, since it's relatively early in the game. Growth. Probably unneeded for now. Okay. And as I mentioned with Squirtle, generally water types and definitely grass types don't have any good moves for this Ghastly trainer coming up. And just like a bunch of Pokemon before them, with the water Pokemon I mentioned that you kind of just spam Ice Beam with Bulbasaur here, we're just going to be spamming Razor Leaf, and it's not going to go well. Okay, so we got a crit. No paralyze. Nice. Ooh, close. We'll be going over the heal pad, so that's good. Andrew, I don't know anything of what you just said. Okay, well, I got the 5% miss. That's a good start. Let's see. I wanted to check in on the football games. There's no team in particular I'm rooting for today, but I was kind of hoping a team like UNLV was going to win, and they are not. I'm not a UNLV fan or anything, just kind of figured, you know, they were the underdog. They got quite a lot of losses earlier in the season. It would be kind of cool if a team like that made it to the playoffs, because then imagine all of the arguments. Well, why should a team that's as bad as UNLV make the playoffs? That doesn't make any sense. Would be all the arguments. And then you'd have people on both sides saying, well, then this conference is going to be irrelevant if you don't let teams like UNLV have a chance at the playoffs. And then UNLV is going to be playing in the playoffs, and then UNLV is going to lose by literally, and I kid you not, they're going to lose by 30 or more in the first round of the playoffs. And then people will be like, see, I told you so. I like it when arguments come up like that. It's funny. Sometimes I like to root for chaos. Oh god, my Pokemon it's not healed. Oh, that could have been bad. So, for anybody that doesn't know, if you have a Pokemon that is weak to poison moves, Erica's free. I don't typically battle Erica this early, like ever, but because she's free, she's free. Okay. Yep, she's just gonna spam poison powder this entire time, except for Tangela. It's a good thing I'm faster than Tangela now. And as you can see, this is why I battled her. She's free. It's one extra level. It probably won't make a difference. But you never know. This one extra battle might help me for what I'm about to do. What I am about to do is kind of hard with a Pokemon this early. But we're going to knock out Arbok. I'm actually going to save in front of a Arbok trainer because even though it's not hard, getting hit by Glare or anything can happen. Interesting. It missed Glare and I paralyzed it. How ironic is that? Ah, yes. The 5% Razor-Leaf miss. Perfect. That's what I was hoping for. Alright, 7th floor. Now, I actually do think I could probably beat this guy. I actually battled him on purpose. Level 29 Cubones. Not the worst kind of training. The reason why he's usually quite different or bad or hard is actually because he's just kind of unique. He is a Pokemon trainer here in Sylph that is quite unlike the rest of the Sylph trainers. Whereas the rest of the Sylph trainers... Oh, wow. I've never done... Okay. The rest of the trainers have kind of like the same Pokemon. That guy with a ground type is very different. Most of them have electric Pokemon, psychic Pokemon, poison Pokemon, and just That guy's like, no, I refuse. I play by my own rules. I'm bringing in the ground types. Jeez, I couldn't find the Poke Flute. It was like, because I did so much in between here and there. I had so many items on the bottom. All right, unfortunately, poison types are not super easy for our little Bulby boy. Fighting types might be, but if you like get that 5% miss, or Razor Leaf doesn't get the crit because it's like a 60% chance, then taking critical hit karate chops in return is not fun. Carbos. I guess technically the Silphgo Carbos is last and this one's second to last, but because we did things in a little different order, this one was last. Like I said, the one in Pokemon Mansion we're not going to be able to take. As you can see, we have a lot of battles ahead of us and we can only take 2 Carbos now. There's probably a solid chance I'll just buy 3 and then buy 1 calcium next run. I don't remember if Gym Leader Matt even used the PP ups last run. There's probably a pretty good chance he just didn't use them, and maybe I can kind of just use them on Body Slam. Oh wow, that was nice. So like the way to lose this one is the turn you use Swords Dance, they use Confusion, and then the Kadabra uses Psy Beam. That's one of the very few ways you can lose that battle. Actually, that's pretty much the only way. No glare, I appreciate that very much. Wasn't enough though. I was really hoping 1 Sword Dance would have been enough. I didn't get hit by glare though, so I guess that's the important thing. Okay. I know I've mentioned it many times, but like the trainers here in this gym are some of the strongest trainers in the entire game. So it's pretty beneficial to battle these guys if you can. They're basically all better than the Silphgo trainers. So if you can beat them, you probably should. Ow. Boy, luckily I'm faster than a Drowsy, because that would have sucked. Alright, I think Matt pointed out because we are weak to poison moves. Oh, right. My bad. I should have saved. Crap, I forgot I didn't battle this guy yet. And I got hit by Psychic. Great, we're gonna have to Blackout. Wow. Wow. Did not see that coming. Yeah, he's apparently not going to use normal moves. He's going to use moves like Smog and Sludge, so I can set up freely here with our Swords Dances. And there we go. We got our last move. Toxic. Good try. Wasn't good enough. Didn't even hit us once. Oh, actually, it looks like he might have hit us once. All right. Okay. So we still have Sylph to do, and then... Okay, so I probably still want to get some training in here. 3rd floor. I'm debating if I want to even bother doing other trainers. A Pokemon that has Sleep Powder and Badge Sleep Powder or Badge Boost moves are typically ones that can kind of complete the game earlier than expected. But as you can see, even with like critical hit Razor Leafs, still not knocking things out. So, and as you could definitely tell from the gym, we are not fast. Not by a long shot. Okay, so this is actually going to be perfect. So if you guys didn't know, instead of going directly to the rival, I decided to battle this guy. Not because of the training, but because it will end me, like it'll end the battle at almost a level up. And I was going to battle trainers until I got to a really close to level up point. And that's because I want to set up on the execute, because the execute's only going to use a psychic move on us. And unfortunately, psychic moves do no damage. Oh, wow. I did not expect to be faster than Pidgeot. Nice. That was a unexpected outcome. As you can see, we can now freely set up on execute. Okay, actually, it looks like it's going to use Poison Powder. And now our badge boost won't go away. And we have the speed badge boost, so that means we might even be able to outspeed Alakazam here by a pretty decent margin. And that's why we almost level up for that battle. I plan on doing the exact same thing for Sabrina. Want to set up on this second Pokemon on her team, so that way I can outspeed the Alakazam. Any damage I take along the way is not going to matter, because I should, in theory, outspeed in one shot the Alakazam on Sabrina's team. So, her first Kadabra is 80, or her first Kadabra's got 90 speed, and it looks like we're still quite a ways away from 90 speed. So, I think what we're going to end up doing, is do Blaine first, so that way I could work my way up to that 90 speed that I mentioned. Oh, I'm out of Razor Leafs. That's unfortunate. All right, we're out of Body Slams. Luckily, it's ground type. Yep, as you can see, we've got 86 speed. That's just not enough. We need at least probably 2 to 3 levels here. And in order to get 2 to 3 levels, we will go ahead and do Blaine, which is perfectly fine. I don't think Blaine is going to be too difficult as long as we set up on the first Pokemon on Blaine's team. Aha! I didn't pick strength that time. Hey, Dust Yankee, welcome to the stream. Missed the part where I said I was really hoping for chaos in college football. I'm hoping that UNLV wins, but it doesn't look like that's going to be happening. Where are all the resets? There are a lot of resets here and there. Most of them at the beginning of the game before you get Swords Dance and Sleep Powder. After you get Swords Dance and Sleep Powder, it's mostly, this entire run is mostly just about making sure that you put yourself in the correct experience area before battles. Basically put yourself almost at a level up and set up on the second Pokemon on the team, which is what we did for Rival 5 and we're about to do for Sabrina. I don't think it's relevant for Blaine, just because the only thing that's relevant for Blaine is the Swords Dance, and that doesn't particularly matter. But for Sabrina, the speed matters a lot, and if I level up in the middle of that battle and lose the speed, I'm not going to win. Whereas Blaine here, I'm probably going to one-shot everything that's not the Arcanine. It's not the end of the world if I level up mid-battle. Although I could get Fire Spin. which could be annoying, but I think we'll be fine. 4,300 probably means I'll level up after the Rapidash. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the college playoff too. I want the first year's college playoff to be justified. Like, everyone's like, we don't need to expand to 12 teams. Expanding to 12 teams is pointless. We don't need it. And then all these old people, everybody over the age of 50 thinks we don't need to expand the playoffs. And I'm just thinking, we need somebody to get an upset this year. Somebody needs to get a big upset. We need a Boise to beat like a Georgia. We need like a Boise to beat a Georgia. And if Boise can beat like Georgia, then, you know, then the whole entire expansion of the college playoffs will be justified. We need one big upset. Oh, whoops. We need to get to 90 speed. We absolutely just need to get to 90 speed. If you guys don't know that these trainers typically have slow pokes and slow bros, so they're probably all gonna be one-shottable with Razor Leaf, assuming I crit. I think they do. I don't. The ones that look like channelers. Okay, well, there's some psychic ones in here I completely forgot about. Luckily, they're not going to be as high a level as Sabrina's. So as long as they're not as high a level as Sabrina's, I can kind of outspeed in one shot with Body Slam. Didn't get the crit. Oh, well. Okay, we got the 80 speed. Or wait, no, 90 speed. We need 90 speed. There we go. All right, we got the 90 speed, which I guess is as good as we could hope for. Now we just need to be close to a level up. Ooh, 4 Pokemon. That's good. Now, will this get us close enough? This will not get us close enough. We need one more. Okay. I don't like battling this guy, but we'll battle this guy. He's got one Haunter. Wrong guy. Wrong guy. Abort. Abort. Mission failed. Oh, God. No, this guy's going to level us up by 4 experience. That was close. We could have... Nope, that's the same guy. I looked at the top right, saw it was 22-23, and we needed 22-19. Dang it. Okay, Fighting Dojo it is. We fought all the trainers we could. We did our best. Fighting Dojo is our only option now. We only need to get close to a level up. The first trainer will probably do it. I think the first trainer's got 3 Pokemon. I'm going to save just in case he's got more XP than I expected. 2064, that's perfect. You may think all this is unnecessary and a waste of time, but trust me. Trust me. Up, down, down, left. We're going to speed tie this Kadabra. There's not much we can do about that. Just come on. Win the speed tie. Thank you. You lived. I couldn't believe you lived. That's crazy. Anyways, we leveled up. Now we can go ahead and just put you to sleep. 1, 2, 3. We're over 115 speed. If you guys notice, we're at 129 now. That means we will outspeed and one-shot the rest of the team. If we mid-battle level up on anybody in Sabrina's team, that is just a nightmare. And I turned a nightmare into a success, and all it took was some just proper planning of some XP. Now, from here, I'm kind of going to be flying by the seat of my pants. I don't really know what to do. Just kind of wing it, see what happens. I'm still going to train in here because this training is actually pretty decent. As far as training goes, like in Pokemon Red and Blue, there's not a lot of good training, but the trainers in here at least have mildly fully evolved Pokemon, and the ones that aren't fully evolved have Pokemon like Tauros, which are pretty decent XP. Like, look at this one. It's got base XP of 163. That's good. Base XP of 153. That's pretty good. This one, well, I mean, obviously we know Machop's not good, but Machoke is okay. 146 base XP. This has got a Rhyhorn, which Rhyhorn is not the best. It's not the worst. It's got 135, which is like a fully evolved Pokemon. It's not all the way there, but it's pretty decent. It's certainly not like a drag, you know, of Pokemon that, you know, you can battle. I mean, it's significantly better than like anything you can find in the wild. And look at this. Look at this Tauros. It's got 211 base XP, which means it's very solid XP yield once you win. All right, calcium. I have a full restore. There we are. All right, back to Machoke, which is 146, which is pretty close to that Rhyhorn I was talking about. And what about Nidorino? 118. So, I mean, Rhyhorn was a bit better than Nidorino. XP payout. Not exactly as good as Nidoking, but, you know, not everything can be Nidoking. Oh, look at that. Look at how close we were to a level up. I do not want to set up on the second Pokemon on this team, though. Actually, this is literally the worst that could possibly happen. That means I'm going to be outsped by the Drug Trio no matter what. Sand Attack miss. Literally the best possible outcome. Why did I do that? Swords Dance. Swords Dance. Thank you for using Poison Sting. I understand you think I'm weak to poison, and I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm not weak to poison for anybody who's wondering, but the thing about Gen 1 is it only looks at your first type. So, grass is weak to poison. So, the game thinks we're weak to poison. It looks at your first type first. And if it thinks it has a solid matchup, it will pick that move. This is probably not the best spot to be in for this rival battle. I think I might now be outsped by a Charizard, and I might have to use my candies. But I'm at least going to try. Oops. Oh, right. I forgot Pidgeot. Oh, right. It's got wing attack. Right. Wow. That worked out perfectly. 52. 52 is the minimum. Oh, my. Okay. Well, 52 is the minimum for not leveling up. That literally could not have gone better. I plan on doing some Victory Road training, so I'm going to go back and heal here. Especially since now I don't have that full restore. Got to make sure I'm fully healed at the very least. I want to get at very least one level. And I think the water Pokemon trainer and the fighting Pokemon trainer can get me that one level. There's no particular reason for getting that that level, but more or less I just kind of want it. I'm gonna pick up the 11th candy. I'm gonna use all of them but one on Lorelei. Matt kind of oh god, I almost screwed up. Matt confirmed the strategy that I was thinking of for Agatha. So for a lot of you who don't know, a lot of, like, since this is not yellow, there's not like a lot of great moves you can get off of the Elite Four members. But if you do have a sleep-inducing move, which is rare, like there are not a lot of Pokemon with sleep-inducing moves. You know, some of the ones that do are like the ones that you don't necessarily think of are like, you know, like Lapras and Jinx. You know, they have sleep-inducing moves. But if you have a sleep-inducing move and you don't have a super effective move against Agatha's team, Agatha actually has a move that you can use against her. It is called Nightshade. And it is a decent move to take, but you also got to remember you can still get hit by Hypnosis on turn 1. So that is not the best strategy. But it's the strategy you're going to just have to use because Like, what other options do you have? All right, please give me 3,000 XP. 5,000 XP, perfect. How dare you? How dare you live, Tentacle? Cruel. All right, well, we're not going to be a perfect damage rounding threshold, but you know, maybe we might be for the champion. I think Gym Leader Matt finished at 65, so we're actually going to be slightly higher of a level than him, but that might be because I think I picked up more candies than him. He goes for very, very optimized routes, so he doesn't, like, every bit of game time really matters to him. So when you go out of your way to pick up extra candies and whatnot, that affects his time a whole heck of a lot more than it affects my time. Because for me, it's like, you know, 30 seconds. For him, and you know, it's like 2 minutes to pick up like some out of the way candy. I'm trying to think. I think I did run out of body slams at one point in the run. I think it was in Sylph. So I will use the PP ups next run on body slam. All right, this shouldn't be too bad. Just set up at the beginning. Not exactly sweep with body slam, but for the most part sweep with body slam. And it is a Bulbasaur after all. You lived. That surprises me. You lived. That does not surprise me. There's no real strategy here for Bruno. It's just spam Hitmon or Razor Leaf. If you don't get crits, it's not a big deal. You miss a few times, also not a big deal. There's really not much he can do. As you can see, I got the 5% miss twice on Bruno. Didn't matter. 5% miss. All right. Mimic. Razor Leaf. And Elixir. Full Restore. There we go. Oh, Annie, you're watching Scott too much. Mimic. 3 meter. Oh, God, I used the wrong move. Didn't matter. I hit myself in confusion. 3 times. Can we make it 4? No, no 4. Oh, you woke up. If you're wondering why I'm using Sword Stance, it's for badge boost. Make myself faster than the final Gengar. Also, really? Stop waking up. Because I'm getting healed, all the damage I took doesn't particularly matter at this point. So, just gonna make sure I put myself in the best possible position to dish out damage. Oh wow, I didn't level up for the final Gengar. I really thought I would. That actually worked out quite well. Andrew, I know some of you guys are European. I don't think Andrew's European, but this is a European reference. I think Bruno needs relegated. Does anybody understand what my reference is? Relegated? Bruno needs relegated. There needs to be some sort of tier system. Bruno needs to be relegated. Go. I'm not a soccer fan at all, but I am a big fan of the idea of relegation. I think the all American sports need to add the idea of relegation. So Annie, the way soccer works is actually really cool. So in soccer, when the last two teams of the league, so I don't know if there are any sports that you do follow, but in soccer, the last two teams of the league, they go down a league. There are multiple leagues, by the way, but let's just say for simplicity, there's two leagues. All right, you got the upper league and you got the bottom league. All right, the worst two teams of the bottom league go down, and the best two teams of the bottom league go up. So that way, if you suck to high heaven, like you don't even have to be a sports fan to know some teams suck every single year. They suck every single year. They suck. If a team sucks, there is a punishment for sucking. Yes, exactly, like the Jags. The sucking should have a punishment. Oh, that's so cruel. The Cubs, yeah. Well, the Cubs beat my Guardians for the World Series, so they're not the worst. The Cubs did win the World Series like a little bit ago. But yes, some teams suck every single year, no matter what. And you know what? They should absolutely be punished for sucking. And just soccer has it right. Now, the thing I don't like about soccer is they got like 10 leagues. Or, well, sorry, they got like four tiers of leagues. So like, you know, two teams for this league, like two teams for this, two teams for that are going up, down, up, down. Like they got like a 4-tier thing. And then they also got like 3 separate ass leagues, you know, going wide. I'm not a big fan of that. I think there should be one super league, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. I'm not kidding, but I really do think the Jags are actually gonna get relegated. The only way that your people in the United States know how, they're gonna relegate them to Europe. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Jags play 2 games in Europe every single year. The Jags, they're going to London. The Jags are gonna be the London team. We can see this coming. It might not be next year. It might not be the year after that, but the Jags are going to London. They're going to get relegated to Europe. Europe is going to be the dregs. The dregs of the league. They're going to kick them out of the country, right? Right. In basketball, they have a team like this. It's called the Toronto Raptors. They're not American either, although all the players are American. Anyways, I'm going to hit the restroom. I'll be right back. Actually, I just thought of something. Technically, the Jags might already be a European team if you think about it, all right? Think about it, all right? So the Jags have 8 home games every year. One of their home games and one of their away games is played in Europe. So they actually have 7 home games every year. They play 2 of the games in London. They're already 2/7 London. They're already 2/7 of the way to being a London team already. 2/7. If they add a third team and they remove another home team from the Jags, they might be 3/6 a London team already. 107. So that's not good, but I do think we can save a lot of time. I think if I battle like 4 more trainers in Mount Moon, probably do a little bit more training in Mount Moon, I can probably arrive to Rival 2 at level 25 or so. And if I can arrive Rival 2 at 25, that will at least turn the Pidgeotto into like a 5-shot, maybe instead of a 6-shot. And like that's gonna reduce our loss count, I guess. I mean, it's not gonna be that much better, but I mean, it'll definitely be better. I could get to 27, like Gym Leader Matt said, but that does require a lot of extra training. Do I think we can beat Squirtle? No. Actually, what time did we get with Squirtle? I don't even remember our final time with Squirtle. I haven't added it to the leaderboard yet, but did Squirtle beat Charmander? Did it get sub 1 hour? I don't remember. I feel like it got 58, didn't it? Or am I making that up? Yeah, I could check. Oh, not that one. Oh, not that one. I haven't named these videos yet. Okay, it got 59. So it did beat Charmander by 1 minute. Do I think I could knock off 7 minutes off of this run? No. This is one of those runs where being Gym Leader Matt and being able to route out all of the XP of the entire run and be like, all right, I need to have this much speed for this battle, but I also need to be able to make sure not to level up. So I'm going to battle this trainer, and this trainer. This is where it really, really benefits him. Whereas when I'm just playing the run to just play the run, it's really difficult to just do that. So do I think I can knock off 5 minutes off this run? Yeah, I think I could get like a 102. Do I think I could get 1 hour or lower? No. But I'll do my best. Actually, in chat, do you guys think I should just get to 27 for Rival 2? Or should I just take the risk at 25? Like, I can do the overtraining. It will work. But it will be real arduous. Like, it might not be worth it. Yeah, I think so too, Andrew. I think it'll take so long to get to 27 that I would actually probably have to leave Mount Moon, get my PP back, and then go back in. All right, yeah, let's just get to 25 then. Oh, right, the over-under. I actually forgot it on the first run. But do that. All right. I'm going to put both the first Bulbasaur time and the Charmander time in the same poll. So essentially, the poll will read, do you think I can beat Charmander? Do you think I can beat the first Bulbasaur run? How fast will I beat the champion? Over 107. 1 hour to 107. Under 100. Go. I'll do it on the vertical poll as well. Instead of posting the poll, I actually just copy and paste all the results. I used to type them all out twice, but why? Who's got time for that? Okay, there we go. Annie, trust me. The early game for Bulbasaur is just so long. Like, yes, we're not doing the early. So, all right, how should I put it? If I allowed Blackout training on the Light Years Junior trainer, then I do think we could probably beat 1 hour. But since I don't allow the Blackout training on the Light Years Junior trainer, I just don't think we can beat 1 hour. I just don't think it's possible. Because if you guys don't know why the Light Years Junior training Blackout is so effective, think about it, all right? The Goldeen trainer before Misty, she gives 200 and no, sorry, is it 450 XP? That Diglett gives 210 XP. So like that Diglett gives a pretty significant amount of XP, and the Sandshrew is actually so difficult to battle for a Pokemon like Bulbasaur. If you just continually use Tackle, or you just continually use Leech Seed over and over again, you will lose. You will lose every single time. You can easily just battle that guy over and over. Just tackle the Diglett over and over, and just keep on wasting Leech Seed on the Light Years Junior trainer, or the Sandshrew, and you could pretty much, sky's the limit on XP. I mean, 200's a lot. You could Blackout 3 times and get yourself from like level 15 to 16. I mean, it's pretty fast. But I don't do that because, you know, that guy's the new champion. I know that it's possible, and I know that blacking out is possible. I consider blacking out like the ultimate shame. If you black out, that guy beat you, and there's Pokemon should just have a game over screen. If you lose, you shouldn't black out. It should just read game over, like all the original games, like the 90s. You know, there is no losing. Losing is it. Like, losing just takes you back to your last save, like every single other game. I mean, think about it, all right? I mean, how much more difficult would that be, you know? Just don't code in blacking out. You don't lose half your money. You just revert to your last save. Every single Game Boy game does that. Like, you know, how many Game Boy games even have a blackout system where, like, you just lose your half money and you go to your nearest checkpoint? Like, if you really think about it, blacking out is really, really ahead of its time. Blacking out is basically just a checkpoint, if you think about it. I mean, blacking out is absolutely just a checkpoint. I mean, Pokemon might have invented checkpoints, if you think about it. I mean, this is 1998. I mean, it's way before what I can think of. It's like way before a lot of checkpoints becoming commonplace. I mean, like, most games, I mean, basically all of the games back then were like, oh, just you go back to your last save. I mean, think about it. Like, all the Nintendo 64 games I can think of, you just go back to your last save when you lose. Quite frankly, Pokemon with the blackout system is incredibly unique. Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not claiming Pokemon did it first. I did not play enough games to know. All I know is that I played a lot of games like Nintendo 64 and whatnot, and even like Mega Man. You know, you went back to the beginning of the game. There wasn't like a lot of saving. Like, you know, there was also like Mario. You know, Mario, you went back to your last save, or you went back to the beginning of the game. I can't think of a checkpoint system in Mario. I think the checkpoint system was the life system. Once you ran out of lives, you went back to your last save, basically. Yeah. Yeah, it's very unique. And you know what? I'm actually kind of pissed off they did that. I really think they should have just had a game over. And I don't think anybody would have blamed them if they had a game over. I think everyone would have been perfectly fine with a game over, and now it just set the standard. Calculator. Man, if I could play Pokemon on my calculator in high school with the TI-84, I don't know what I would have studied. How much I would have studied. I do think I did get a mod or whatever on my TI-84 that I think I played Flappy Bird though on my TI-84. There's something really close to Flappy Bird. All right, get started. It's really funny. I actually literally went to Walmart today and I saw the TI-84. I'm like, wow, that was still the standard when I was a kid, and the TI-84 is just going strong. There's no need for calculator innovation when you got the TI-84. Right. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Oh, there we go. We started with 2 growl misses. If we don't win this, that would be shocking. Oh boy, he's really on a growl kick. Oh god, he's got me on 3 growls already. Okay, we're good. I don't know if you guys know, but like this battle right here with the rival is like 50-50. Like it is certainly by no means a guarantee. Eddie, I think you might have just bought the Pokemon version of a Transformer. No, the Pokemon Megazord. Putting 3 Magnemites together, that's basically just the Megazord, but with Magnemite. Oh, dude, we were at Walmart today, and I saw that they had this this Lego Oh my god, hold on. Thank you. They had this Lego version of the Pokedex, and I'm like, I kind of want that, but I don't want the Lego version. I just want a Pokedex. Luckily, I know I don't need to save for these guys. Just 1 Leech Seed. Spam Tackle. Oh crap, did I miss Leech Seed? Interesting. I didn't even notice Leech Seed is not 100% accurate. Wow, Leech Seed might be like a nearly 100% accurate move. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, I played literally like 40 Nuzlocke runs or so of the grass Pokemon Nuzlocke. I don't think Leech Seed ever missed. Like, ever. Leech Seed might be the most accurate 90% move I've ever seen. Right. Leech Seed does feel like it's an honorary 100. I agree. Okay. I only got 12 tackles left. Not really sure I'm in the right place to be fighting wild Pokemon. I'm gonna fight the Light Years Junior Trainer, and I'm not gonna save. We're gonna find out if this is a really stupid idea or not. Okay. I missed a tackle right off the bat, but then I got a crit, and then he got a crit. Not good. If I can't hit any of my tackles, I might as well lower him to Oblivion, to where my Leech Seed does more damage. I can't hit a single tackle. I can hit growls though. I can't hit tackles. I don't know if I hit a single tackle. I think I just straight up beat him with Leech Seed. That was insane. Don't even need to save. This battle's a gimme. All right, I believe at the 2 growl point, we start gaining just as much HP as we're losing, and therefore, because of defense curl, I can stop using growl. Interesting. I wonder how much this Light Years Junior Trainer battle is going to affect Route 3, because I think this will certainly help. All right, we'll still be skipping the to Pidgey Girl because she is hard as nails. You do not want to be fighting 2 Pidgey Girl. She is real hard if you can't knock out her Pidgeys in one hit. And to be fair, if you can knock out her Pidgeys in one hit, you probably shouldn't be battling 2 Pidgey Girl anyways. We don't like to imagine if Gust was a flying move. That's some crazy thought. We don't need to be thinking about bad things like that. Gonna save because we lost to this guy last time. Although now this time we remember the strat. The strat is Vine Whip on Rattata. Of course it got a crit. Why wouldn't it? Because you know these battles can't be easy. I made sure to hit it up with a wrap, so that way if I get stuck, or growl, so if I get stuck and wrap, at least my Vine Whip does decent damage. Leech Seed. Oh, wow. Did I crit that first tackle? That tackle did a lot. I must have. I mean, that was a Kakuna. That was a Caterpie. Oops, wrong move. Meant to finish it off with Vine Whip. At some point, the Vine Whip becomes stronger than Tackle. I just don't know what that point is. All right, so little thing that I'm gonna be doing this time is if I have PP remaining, PP is gonna be a luxury item. Like having PP is gonna be pretty difficult in the Mount Moon. So if I have remaining PP like I do right now, I should definitely waste it off wherever I can. I'm not battling Spearow Trainer though. Spearow Trainer would be a death sentence. Really? 5% Jigglypuff? Come on. You can't even like knock out the Jigglypuff because its only move is Sing. It's not worth taking the risk. If you miss, you are in for like a minute. But or not even just miss. If you don't knock it out in one hit, you are in for a long battle. Actually, you know what? I should probably do one tackle just to see how much. Nope, not even half. Not even half. Okay. I was thinking like the low level Zubats I could consider hitting. By the way, if you don't know, I am going to be I'm gonna be going back to heal after all of this, so I'm gonna take a little bit more battle everybody approach here in the beginning. Because I plan on going back out of Mount Moon. Okay, wild Pokemon, please stop it. Get some help. Really? Even Clefairy wants to get in on this action, huh? Yeah, we need to try and get to 25 by the end of this cave, and I really do think that means battling most everybody. Including Raticate Trainer, which I'm deathly afraid of. Nice crit. Alright, I will battle Oddish Girl, then I will battle the Rocket, and then I will leave. Oh, does the Rocket have a Zubat? I may want to consider not battling the Rocket. I want to say the Rocket's got a Sandshrew. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a potion. Yeah, I'll use one potion. Oh, I didn't save. That was very moronic. What level Zubat? 11? That's doable. Oh, supersonic? Nice. That's the nice thing about that. Because it's a high enough level, it has access to supersonic, and I guess technically supersonic has a chance to miss. Oh crap, I just went the wrong way. First, I was thinking I was on the other side of the wall. Okay, come on, Cave. What did I ever do to you? Am I stepping on these Zubats? Am I like, you know, like, did I, like, is there some sort of Zubat beehive that I disrupted? Yeah, I mean, because we lost or almost lost the one before the super nerd, like being a higher level definitely helps that battle too. Like we're already a higher level than last time. I think we were 20 last time for rival 2. That's after Misty. I was hoping to get to 25, but boy, it is not looking like I can get to 25. That is... Uh-oh, that was a crit. I saved, right? Please say I saved. Okay. That was a pretty good run, too. Why would I not save in front of Eradicate Trainer? I thought I did. All right. Darn it, I don't even think we're going to beat the Light Years Junior Trainer this time. That's such a dumb name I'm about to do. The reason why I picked this name is because as far as the game is concerned, all of the trainer Pokemon think this is a grass Pokemon and nothing but a grass Pokemon. Clearly, it's not a poison type. No siree. It's only a grass Pokemon. Only make your move decisions based on grass Pokemon. By the way, when I said it was like a 50% chance to win that rival battle, there's a 50%. Oh, crap. Forgot to start the timer. There's a 50% chance if you don't use, like, start with a growl. I found out that one growl was perfect. If you use 2 growls, you lost a lot. If you use no growls, you lost a lot. In the grass Nuzlocke, I felt like I was winning about 75% of the time when I started with 1 growl. Okay, now we start a timer. Yay, the opponent missed a growl. That's perfect. Okay, could you like, you know, miss a little bit more, please? Uh-oh. Another growl, please. Okay. Close. Very close. I try and shoot that gap so much. I know Speed says he goes around that guy. Is that really my first wild encounter? Damn. I still need one. Like, I can't get through the grass without at least one. I have to get Leech Seed. There we go. The part that I hate most about doing this run is that these Leech Seed battles, they're long and annoying. They're not hard because Leech Seed kind of is the great equalizer, but slow, arduous, annoying. And you can't even do it to rival 1A either because, like, you know, because of Sand Attack. Plus, I think the rival has Ember by now, so like it would be a slaughter. Nope, darn it. Didn't mean to pick that up. That's alright, I'll sell it in Vermilion. Hello, useless Pikachu. Wow, you did not go down in one hit. Good job, Pikachu. I really thought you were weaker than that. Yeah, Rival 1A, he's level, like, they made him level 9 on purpose. Like, because that's base, like, level 7, 8, and 9, I believe, are where you get Leech Seed, Bubble, and Ember. Or Leech Seed, Ember, then Bubble, I think. 7, 8, and 9. So, by making the rival have level 9, like, he always has the good move. In all of the matchups. Aw, I missed. Alright. Leech Seed. I've been Sand Attacked. Alright. Growl. Growl. If I can't hit you, you're not gonna hit me. Yeah, that's right. I Leech Seed growled you. What are you gonna do about it? Cry? And now, because I know I'm gonna get Vine Whip in the middle of the battle, I feel like I can just go directly to Brock here without having to heal or PP or anything. Yes, Brock, that was a difficult battle. You will do very well with your Onyx until I learn Vine Whip. You thought you had a chance until I learned Vine Whip mid-battle. It's like our grass Pokemon discovered it had a grass move out of nowhere. Luckily, I've done all of these battles so many times. They're just like second nature. I don't even have to think. It's just Leech Seed, Tackle, Leech Seed, Tackle. I mean, I even telegraphed it. When I threw out my Pokemon, I said, "Go, grass Pokemon," and then Brock should have shriveled. He should have been like, "Oh no, not a grass Pokemon." Well, I don't think he can do anything about that sprinkler. I'm pretty sure that the sprinkler is kind of like required via OSHA, you know? Pokemon OSHA. His gym wouldn't be up to code if he didn't have that sprinkler in there. This is back in the world without the internet, though. So, I mean, at the very least, you know, oh crap, wrong move. All the trainers aren't going around saying, yeah, I beat Brock the other day. All I had to do was attack the sprinkler. And then imagine if like that Brock is just like, yes, who goes there? Who wants to face Brock? And then somebody just comes in there with a Rattata. They're like, I do. And they're like, okay, I will go easy on you as you only have one Rattata. And then the Rattata uses like tackle on the sprinkler, and there's like, wait a second, where did you find out about the sprinkler? He's like, I don't know where I found out about the sprinkler. And then the next trainer goes for the sprinkler, and then the next trainer goes for the sprinkler, and then Brock's like, what's going on here? Why is everybody hitting the sprinkler? If the internet were a thing in the Pokemon universe, everybody would know about the sprinkler. Poor guy. I don't think anybody's saying poor guy to Brock. I think Brock has beat up on enough people where Brock has lost the entire sympathy card. Really? Okay. I use Leech Seed just in case I got hit by Sing. Well, I still have full HP. I probably want to battle the guy with the Zubat. Hey, John, I saw you were streaming Pokemon Sun earlier. How'd that go? Oh, you literally just said that. Sorry. I saw you were battling some guy at the end. Well, toward the end, but you started, or well, I started my stream somewhere right at the very end of yours. I saw you were like 33 resets when I was last watching. Yeah, I mean, Sun was gonna be a long run. Although I did see you were playing at a higher speed than one-time speed, so you know at least you had that going for you. Hala, like the annoying guy who never shuts up, he was hard. Interesting. The guy who just sways back and forth is incredibly unlikable. Yeah, I could see how. I really hate that guy. He's so annoying. And then he just compliments me over and over. It's very, very annoying. That was a great battle. Let me heal your Pokemon. I don't like that guy. There's something wrong with him. Right, he's always smiling. Like that Patrick meme. He's just there. He's just standing there all menacingly. I like to think he's just standing there smiling. What is he smiling about all the time? Why is he smiling? What is he thinking over there? It's like Joker like. This guy, he threatened my life, but he never stopped smiling, which is what made it even scarier. If I don't pay by next week, I don't know what this guy's gonna do. He might break my limbs while smiling. Okay, I think the reason I lost last time was like Hyper Fang. Oh my god, oh Hyper Fang flinched me. At least I saved this time. I forgot Hyper Fang has a flinch chance. Oh my god, Tackle, why do you keep missing? In the most important moments, Tackle never stops missing. Guys, I don't think we're going to make it to 25. I'm starting to wonder how did Gym Leader Matt get to 25? I only skipped like 2 trainers total. I mean, I think I'll get to 23, which I mean is probably good enough, but wow. Missed a tackle again, and I got hit by Tail Whip. So now this battle with Zubat is going to be very scary. Oh, no, I missed another tackle! How do I keep missing so many tackles? It's 95! 95% accurate. I missed so many tackles. Okay, you know what? I think I can see how I can get to 24. I think by battling the 2 trainers, the Misty's gym and then Misty herself, I can probably get to 24. Those tackles are doing so much damage because of the getting hit by Screech. Okay, good. I got a Paris. All right, even though we're... Can anybody look up the time we got when we beat Rival 2? Like when we finally beat Rival 2? I'm just really hoping that we ended up saving time, even though we did all this extra training. Of course, I hit myself twice. The first one went very well. After we got past Rival 2. Rival 2 is like the real sore spot of the run. Which is why we're such a high level right now. I was really hoping we could get to 25, but it doesn't look like it's in the cards. 17 minutes when we beat him? Oof. Okay, well that is a lot of extra training then. I mean, we are a pretty decently higher level. I think we were 21 last time. All right, so... Oh, I was 22? Oh, so I'm only 2 levels higher. Oh, there's a sand attack and an immediate 2 misses, followed by another sand attack and another sand attack. Okay, well, this one's not... Okay, we're done here. As you can see, even though it's 95% accurate, and with 1 sand attack, we're still like 63% accurate, I still just miss. So much missing. I didn't get hit by sand attack, so it looks like we're going to finish Rival 2 about the same amount of time as last time. I need all of the HP. The reason why I need all this HP is because, like, that Charmander never used Ember last time. And I'm telling you, if it uses Ember, things go very poorly. Or I could just, get crits. Annie, I know it doesn't look like we saved ourselves a lot of time, but here's the difference. We are now going to hit level 27 much earlier. 27 is when we get Razor Leaf, and when we get access to Razor Leafs, things will speed up fast. Plus, it's looking like some of these trainers are 2 shots instead of 3. So, I mean, I guess that's also an improvement. But also, I went and healed, I think, twice on Nugget Bridge. If I can just, like, not heal, that'd be pretty good. Oh, wrong move. No. No. Zubat. Freaking Zubat. Zubat, the menace of all Pokemon. Zubat is the great equalizer. If Zubat could hit you with a supersonic, even Mewtwo can lose. Not likely, but it can lose. Okay, one more level. That'll be great. All right, gotta use my last potion before the next Zubat. All right, can we at least, like, not get confused immediately? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we got 8 Vine Whips. That's good. All right, I don't think we're gonna get it here, but I think we'll battle Onyx Sky, and that will probably get us to 27. Yes, Annie, I agree. I think if I were to put odds on Mewtwo dying if you started with a supersonic, I would say it would be like Mike Tyson and that guy that Mike Tyson lost to. I think those odds were somewhere around 50-1. The guy that Mike Tyson lost to in like the 80s. I'd probably put them even more in Mewtwo's favor than that Mike Tyson fight. Lennox Lewis, I think, or something. No, never mind. That's a different guy. I would not put them at that. You also got to remember Mewtwo's attack is pretty high, and Mewtwo's defense is actually pretty low. Believe it or not, Mewtwo is not like the best Pokemon when it comes to hitting yourself. It can absolutely deal a wall up to itself. I imagine we probably just gained a whole bunch of time because we did not go back to the Pokemon Center and heal. Has to be pretty good. Also, if we could just not lose here to the innocent bystander, that'd be pretty good. Razor Leaf is pretty solid. Crit, crit, crit. Oh, I got the crit. Interesting. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, why don't I ever pick up that X attack or X speed or whatever it is in the underground there? So if you think about it, I always go to the mart and I always sell everything. It's just straight up free money. Why don't I pick it up? Maybe I should add that into my routing. I mean, I always sell everything here in Viridian. It's just 175 bucks for absolutely no work. I guess it's also the same reason why I don't pick up Thunderwave. Just too lazy. I don't need rest, but I am definitely... I have pretty much routed in that max repel into every single run now. That max repel has become a staple of my routing. I use it basically every run now. All right, just no stand attack, please. I need to use the max repel after this battle, not before. Perfect, no stand attack. That's all we cared about. I think we can survive an Ember. Yeah. Perfect. We gotta be making up a lot of time on the first run now. Things are starting to speed up. We only got 3 resets. We're doing good. Gotta test out the hyper potion, make sure that Paris doesn't faint after using it. You know, it could be poison. That was close. I've never done that before. Last time I didn't really need to heal after, or I mean, for this battle with Surge. But because I was at such a low amount of HP, I wasn't willing to take that risk again. As you can see, we lost half our HP, so it's probably a good idea. The guy's got 2 frame pictures of Reptar in his background. All right, the wrapping last here, I cannot knock out the Oddishes in 1 hit, or at least last time I didn't knock out the Oddishes in 1 hit. So I can get paralyzed in this battle, and you know, as I tell Speed, you know, if you get paralyzed, it is what it is. It's not a big deal. You just go into the next guy, you beat up his Caterpie, his Weedle and his Venonat, and then you go heal. And it's that simple. You don't need to buy Thunder Waves. No way. He'll either not hit Wrap or use something else eventually. Did I just Gen 1 miss a Body Slam, or did I get fully paralyzed there? I don't think I saw the word paralyzed. Okay, I'm gonna skip this guy, but I'm battling all of the hikers here in the cave this time. I think that's a lot of free XP that I left on the table last time. Because the beginning of this run is the hard part. Once I get past the beginning, then everything gets a lot easier. It was paralyzed. Okay, thank you. Actually, what was the next hard part? What is the next hard part? Actually, I can't even think of what the next hard part was. Huh. Maybe I don't need the XP. Then again, I did do some training in Sylph and whatnot. So I guess I do need training, but I just missed another 5% Razor Leaf. I was like, Vine Whip's not gonna knock out a Machop. Let's go ahead and use Razor Leaf for this one battle. See, but like this XP is fast, real fast. Hey, like, look at this guy. I mean, he's got 2 Onyxes. Interesting. I just realized that Graveler and Rhyhorn are equivalent in XP group. Not know that. It's not shocking that Graveler and Rhyhorn are equivalent. It's more shocking that Rhyhorn is actually good XP. I just never really thought of Rhyhorn as good XP. Like, look, Vulpix was 63. That means it takes more than 2 Vulpixes to give you the XP of 1 Rhyhorn. Like, these Poliwags are 77. Like, this Poliwhirl is one Rhyhorn. I'm starting to think Rhyhorn might actually be a middle evolution and no one ever knew about it. Rhyhorn has some real middle evolution Pokemon vibes on XP. Maybe they need to add like a Phanpy to Rhyhorn, you know? Give Rhyhorn that first evolution, baby evolution. Okay. Full restore, 24 nuggets. HP up. Okay, I think we have enough money now for an extra. Okay, I take that back. We won't have enough money for extra, but if we pick up the counter and we get the other TMs, we will. Actually, no, that's all we need to do is just need a counter. Okay, 3 carbos, 2 calciums. Much better. Now the last carbos in Pokemon Mansion will not be wasted. We're also going to be a higher level for the Ghastlies. And we also now have 2 calciums. So technically our Razor Leafs will be a little bit more potent for the Ghastlies. If that makes a difference at all. As much as I think I would be brave enough to battle the Ghastly Trainer without full HP, I am certainly not brave enough to try that. Okay. Fingers crossed, no resets here. Lick, not bad. No paralyze, perfect. No crit, but that's okay. Perfect, just no confusions. That's all we needed. Ooh, nice 2-shot with crits. Uh-oh. Okay, since I didn't get confused, I will not go back and heal. Well, I mean, you know, Annie, they could. They just haven't invented a four stage line yet, but what is stopping them from adding 4 stages? What's stopping them from adding a Super Raichu? Something I've never heard of yet. What's stopping them from making an even more baby version of Pichu? If you thought Pichu was cute, imagine Ultra Baby Pichu. All right. As I mentioned last time we did this, we had just turned 37 after we beat Erica. So all that extra training we did is starting to catch up. And by catch up, I mean end up not being super, super good. Like, it's not resulting in very many levels. I'm just hoping that we saved enough time from doing all that training that it was worth it. I'm just saying, Annie, you know, they've done that. Pokemon does a lot of They go by their own horn. They make new rules. They fly by the seat of their pants. They put megas in the game. They put ultras in the game. Or not ultra. They put the giant things in the game. It is not beyond their power to add a fourth evolution. That is not the straw that broke the camel's back. It is not out of their it is not going too far adding a fourth evolution to a Pokemon considering the stuff that they've done. Heck, Annie, look at Blossom. They could just decide, hey, you know what? Pikachu's a cash cow. Let's make Pikachu have like a bunch of branching evolutions. Let's just make Pikachu its own Eevee. Now you got Surfing Pikachu. Although to be fair, I think that the crystals kind of did that already. But they could easily do it all they want. They could do whatever they want. Society, or what's it? What do you call it? Reality is what they make it. Screw reality. Reality is what they want reality to be. Of course it can. Of course it can. Reality is Game Freak's oyster. They can do whatever they want. What move am I waiting on? Oh, I'm waiting on Sleep Powder at 41. Oh, actually, now that I point that out, Sleep Powder at 41 would be pretty good. If I could get to 41. Okay, I only did battle that guy because I knew he was a good trainer and I knew I was digging out and healing. But if I could get to 41 before... actually, now that I think about it, if I need 41, what I need 41 for is the Drowsy Hypno guy, and I'm not getting 41 before Drowsy Hypno guy. Can I outspeed Kadabra? 75? No, not even close. I want to battle the 2 Arbok trainer after this one. Oh, Sand Attack, how dare you? Okay, well, there we go. Now the world is what we want it to be, as long as we're faster. How dare you be faster than me, Sandslash? How dare you? Did I say you could be faster than me? I didn't think I said that. This starts with a drowsy. And I missed. Sable. Oh, wow. You lived. Did not see that. Oh, my God. 10% confusion. %10 confusion, hit myself twice and missed sleep powder. That is some unbelievable luck. Unbelievable. A missed sleep powder and 2 hit myself with a 10% confusion. How does that even happen? I think I might take all 3 to knock out the Hypno in one hit. Wow, it's faster than Hypno. I was a little surprised. I mean, I know Hypno's not very fast, but I mean, like, wow. Ow, that sludge actually hurt. Okay. Okay. We need to make sure. Actually, never mind. We need to make sure we're 90 speed. Oh crap. Yeah, screw it. We can not do those trainers on the 3rd floor. Nice. I got the speed boost. All that I care about is that I outspeed Alakazam here, because this Charizard does not have Flamethrower yet. Now for Rival 6, we're gonna have to do a little bit more planning than that. Oh my God, Drowsy lived. Did not see that coming. Did I pick up the Hyper Potion? I did not, but I still have the Max Potion. Okay. I just assumed Drowsy would go down. Turns out we are still not super offensive. Does Guard Spec only stop you from status or from stat changes? Does it really not stop you from sleep? That's unfortunate for Giovanni. Status is right. That's what I meant. I said the wrong thing. Ha, I'm not pushing boulders over the ocean anymore. I've evolved from this. Looks like I can still take 1 Carbos. That's good. Ah, I saved myself one super repel by not using another one. It's okay, Annie. I already have Sun and Moon. They can't raise the price of something I already have. And if you don't believe me, if you think, oh, Steve pirated that one because he pirates everything, I have it. I could literally stop what I'm doing right now and show you my copy of Sun and Moon. Not only do I have Sun and Moon, I have Ultra Sun and Moon. Why? Because I thought it was gonna be like where Black and White 2, it was a different game. I didn't realize Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is actually the same game. I did not realize that when I bought it. I just assumed, oh, they're just doing the whole Black and White 2 thing. It's not the world I love, but it's the world I'm born into. Okay. I see what happened. I know how to solve it. I didn't think it was going to be super relevant, but I guess it was. Okay, there we go. All problems solved. Yeah, no more fire spin cheesing me, sir. You had your one shot at glory. Oh, and look how close we are to a level up. That could not have gone better. Although, does the Kadabra even give us this much XP? I don't think it does. I'm gonna go battle the Haunter Trainer. I'll battle this guy. No, this guy gives... Oh, no, this guy gives the perfect amount of XP. Perfect. It's key to know where all of the XP sinks are for level ups. The Haunter guy I wasn't 100% sure about. I was 100% sure because the Haunter guy would give you like 1,000 XP. Oh, really? Okay, well, I didn't see that coming. I wasn't aware that this was a range. Okay. How dare you, barrier? What? How in the world could Venomoth live? That's crazy. Well, on the bright side, we're on a decent pace. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm good. In order to save time and try and get that sub 1 hour, I'm gonna skip the trainers in Giovanni's gym. I'm just gonna skip them, and in order to make up for the XP lost from the skipping the trainers from the gym, I will use my candies before Rival 6. Like we said, we needed to be at very minimum level 52 in order to not level up in the middle of battle. I think the training here is unnecessary when you have Swords, Dance, and Sleep Powder. On the bright side, everything kind of worked out XP related for Giovanni this time. Last time, not so much. Okay, well, we're going to lose out on some XP, but it is what it is. I'm going to save 2 candies. One for right before Lorelei because we want the XP to work out. the way it worked out last time. And one for the champion. So one before Lorelei and one for the champion. So we need to hold on to one rare candy here. It also means that I'm not going to be battling any Pokemon in the cave for an extra level, which I guess, again, since our entire strategy is basically sleep powder based, it really doesn't matter. Stop waking up. Thank you. Stop waking up. Oh, you got agility? But you still have wing attack. We've proven that you will use wing attack, right? It's unfortunate that I missed so many sleep powders there. Okay, well that was on me. The important thing is I don't level up for Charizard. And also now that I'm a higher level, that apparently was a range according to Gym Leader Matt, and obviously, as you can see, it was not a range there. Okay, so let's see. Where can we battle? I'll just battle one wild Pokemon. That's fine. We don't need to figure out a trainer. Trainer would be multiple Pokemon. We don't want to battle multiple Pokemon. Just one wild Pokemon will do. Everything in the cave should be a one-shot except for Golbat. There we go. Oh yeah, we could get under 1 hour. We can certainly go for Squirtle's throne here. The margins will be close, but I think sleep powder affords us the ability to pretty much like make our own destiny. It'd be crazy to think that I could knock off over 10 minutes from this run. And I thought the first run actually went quite well. Turns out that early game training is massively different. I still have to get Mimic though. I see the Pokédolls in my inventory, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, I don't have the bike on. That explains why that was a little slow. Okay. Oh, I just realized I saved one of the rare candies for Lorelei. Looked like I leveled up exactly when I needed to. I guess now I just have two rare candies for the champion, I guess. I also don't know why I used Razor Leaf there on the Slowbro after, or the Dugong. All right, not even gonna bother saving for Bruno. Okay, it doesn't look like we're gonna save 10 minutes, but it definitely looks like we can still possibly get 58 here. We were like level 64 last time, so it explains why some of these were one-shots last time and they're not one-shots this time. Also, just the simple fact that Razor Leaf isn't a guaranteed crit, so maybe I got a crit last time and I didn't get a crit this time. Where's there? Okay, there it is. Oh, hold on. That was close. That was real close. Almost screwed that one up. That could have been a real annoying if I'd screwed up the strat. Would have gotten a reset for sure. Not saying that Agatha is... Oh. Okay. That was a misclick. Hey, Speed. Oh. I'm screwing up Agatha so hard right now. I've lost 45 seconds on just her either swapping around or me misclicking. Mimic. 3 meter. There we go. All right. Swords dance. Swords dance. Swords dance. 3 meter. 3 meter. Last time I forgot to body slam the Golbat. So, stop it. Come on. Oh, right. I leveled up. I leveled up. Okay, I'm really botching the end of this run. I started Agatha at 56, and I've screwed up so royally on Agatha. I can't believe it. It almost makes me want to do a whole nother run, but I'm not gonna. But leveling up mid-battle, ugh. That's such a thing that I could have easily have prepared for. Okay. Okay, so Agatha cost me 2 minutes here, which is really annoying, but it is what it is. Looks like we're not going to beat Squirtle now, thanks to Agatha. But I guess Charmander's still on the table. Possibly. It was like 1 hour and like 7 seconds, I think, for Charmander, which is going to be like perfect. Like, I'm not sure I can do that. That's gonna be real close. It would have to be like first tries on everything. I just used the wrong move. I, for some reason, thought that was still Razor Leaf. And I hit myself. Oh my god, it's like I'm like botching the end of this. And then 3 missed sleep powders there at the beginning. Okay, well, we're not beating Charmander. That's unfortunate. It is what it is, Speed. We get those runs all the time. It looks like I'm going to lose to Charmander by like, what, 20, 30 seconds? Maybe more because I actually have to do Swords Dance setups. Okay, we're going to lose by a decent margin. We're going to lose by a whole minute. Last run I was like almost gonna level up during this battle, and that's why I just kind of didn't use Swords Dance immediately. I also just got the wrong move there. I meant to grab Recover, but Psychic's gonna be fine. Of course it lived. Why wouldn't it live? I'll be very disappointed if I get 102. I named it Grass Pokemon because all the AI thinks it's a Grass Pokemon. Did I just lose to Charmander by 1 second? Well, now I gotta know. Oh, no, sorry. It's 1:01:08. Never mind. I thought it was 1:08. Never mind. We're good. Yeah, we lost by a whole minute. Okay. I mean, still pretty good. 1:01. So that means the final tally is Squirtle, I think, was 58 minutes. Charmander was 1 hour. And Bulbasaur was 1 hour and 1. Although, to be fair, I screwed up royally there on Agatha. I do think that 1 hour was certainly possible. Quite frankly, 59 minutes was certainly possible. Do I think it's a lot better than 59 minutes? Probably not. I think if I played the end of the game correctly, I could have gotten 59, and that would put it right in front of Charmander. But it is what it is. We knocked off 6 whole minutes from our first run, so I'm still gonna put that as that's a win in my book. But yeah, setup moves do take a while, Andrew. I agree. Especially when they keep waking up and getting crits. But anyways, thank you guys for joining in on today's run. I appreciate it very much. I will see you guys Monday, I think. Yeah, probably Monday. I have not picked out what the next runs are going to be. I might go back to doing polls next week. I just figured this week was going to be the starters, and next week we'll probably go back to polls. But anyways, see you guys tomorrow. Or Monday. Bye.